What's up, track lifers? Happy New Year's to everyone, 2025. We're about to get it cracking. Right now in studio, we have Isaiah and we have Latoya up in here. What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling today?
Shoot, I'm
We're
feeling
good.
great.
We're good.
Feeling
Y'all had
great.
a good, cool. Y'all had a good New Year's?
We
Had,
did. I did. Yes.
had a great
All
New
right.
Year's. Kind of trying to recover a little bit, but had a great New Year's. Ready to talk about whatever we got to talk about.
All right, man. What'd you do for your New Year's, man?
When I would actually I kind of winged it. I do that every New Year's. I literally
Nice.
winged it, and a couple friends hit me up. They was like, "Hey, you guys want to go out and hang out?" And we went out and hung out. We sat there, watched a couple college games. It was pretty good college games, a lot of good college games.
Yeah, yeah.
Sat there, kind of just kind of catch up on each other, just talk,
Okay.
enjoy each other, dance a little bit. Other than
That's
that, I
what's
mean,
up.
it was
That's
good. We
what's
got
up.
home kind of late, so that's why I said I'm kind of recovering. But yeah,
Yeah, that's what's up. Toya, what'd you do?
As usual, like an old lady, I'm in the bed. I barely make it to midnight.
All right, all right. All right,
All
cool.
right, but I got a question for you
congrats.
guys.
What you got? What you got?
So you know that I'm new to learning about track and everything. I'm a novice in this game. So my question is, because we've had this conversation before, what do you guys think about the rule that your torso has to cross the finish line in order for that to be, like the end of the race? The end of the race is determined by the torso crossing the finish line.
Right.
Right.
You want me to take this day or you want to take it?
I'll take it first.
All right.
I honestly just, even though I'm an ex track athlete, a retired track athlete, but anything that crosses the line because you're already running the race, and if your leg crosses through, or even if your chest or even your head or whatever, I think that should count as a win. And so I feel like just going back to, let's say, like the Olympics, like everybody knows, with the situation with Noah Lyles and Thompson and even the other people in that race. There was a lot of limbs kind of like over that cross, over that finish line. Um, and of course, you see Noah Lyles' chest, on the finish line, but you've seen a lot more limbs, legs, and all that stuff. Even the person who got third, behind Keisha Thompson, his limbs was over, which was who was that got third in that race. Like it's dawned on me, but whoever got that, all their limbs were across, and here's no allows his chest across the line, and I feel like it's kind of, uh, I think that they should kind of change that rule on, um, not having a chest. It should just be any type of, you know what I mean? Because like at the end of the race, some people are not stronger than others, and you got to do whatever you got to do to get through that finish line, dude. So if you can get a leg through it, or if you get a hand through it, you get a shoulder, whatever you
Yeah.
get through it, through that line to win the race, I think that should count as a win in that race, more so than I think chess, because it's kind of hard to get your chest out there. You know what I mean? When you're out there running
Yeah.
full
Yeah.
speed and actually, Olympic pretty much time. You're coming in hot. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a big believer on any type of limbs going through the finish line and winning that race. To be
Oh,
honest.
cool. I'm glad you've seen it my way. I know in the past you and I have spoken about it, and
Yeah.
I know you were like, well, the chess makes it more of a competition, and you wanted to bring that competition. So
Well,
yeah,
it does.
and I believe the same way, right? Because if you're looking at a horse race, right,
Yeah.
whatever comes across first, that's it. If you look at NASCAR right here, whatever car, if the fender's torn off and it comes across first, hey, that's what it is,
Right.
right?
Right.
We got people diving across the line like Superman right here, you know. So that's how I see it too. That's how I see it.
Well,
So the
but
question is though,
go
huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead.
Well, I
Be
mean, just
be
going
be
back,
better.
to I know what we spoke about before. I just think that yes, I kind of in a way it makes it a little bit more interesting. Like, oh, now it makes it harder for people for people in that race to see who would win by the chest. I think it kind of makes it a little more interesting. I think that's the reason why track and field changed the rule by not having a limb cross the line over it, just having your chest over it. I think it's kind of interesting to me. I I'm not against it or anything like that either.
As I have to jump in.
All right. Oh
So
crap!
I
What?
I agree with you, Troy, in the fact that like I think it makes it more interesting when you make it any part of the body, and I think that everything is going to be adjusted to that. I think the reason why we could argue that Noah Lyles won that race is because he incentivized his chest, but if it was something else, he might have stuck his hand out and he still would have won the race. We don't know because I think people already trained to put their chest out because they think that's what it's going to be. When I
Yep.
triple jumped, I thought about making sure that the thing I hit first was my feet because I didn't want anything else to count. And I feel like it doesn't make sense for it to be a chest in there, but then they say that if your feet, if anything else on the sand hits it, that's what they're counting. So why is it like that for jumpers where we get penalized for other items hitting the sand first, but then in sprints you just say the chest? It don't even make
Exactly.
any sense to me.
Exactly.
So
Cool.
I agree with you 110%.
That's
I think they
right.
need to change that because that doesn't make it fair. And I think whatever hits the line first should be counted. That's the way it is for
Boom.
sprints. That's the way it is for a bar. If you're jumping over a bar in high jump and you accidentally hit, it doesn't matter if you whole body doesn't hit. Whatever touches first, it knocks down, you're out.
Boom.
Same thing, pole vault, same way. If you
Exactly.
jump over the line whenever you're doing jabs, same way. Every single piece of event in the field events is the same way. So I don't
Yes.
understand why they changed the rules for sprints. Like,
Exactly.
That's a good point.
If you triple jump, if you triple jump and your toe hit that little bar, it
mhm.
don't matter if the chest is over there or not. Boom.
Exactly. They're not gonna be like,
Good
oh,
one, Alex. Good
her
one.
chest was over,
Come
so
down,
she
baby.
gets the point. Like, no, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
agree with you. I think that you're onto something there. I really
Boom.
do.
So
So
do you think, again, for me, like not knowing, do you think that they made the rule that it has to be your chest that cross because let's say if two people are neck and neck, they go on neck and neck, but one person has longer legs. And again, my ignorance on it. If someone has longer legs and they equal, but that person with the longer legs make that stride, they go get, you know what I'm saying? Is it like that's why the chest gotta come first?
Yeah.
There has to be some reason. Maybe it was to make it more equitable. There has to be some reason that's the rule.
Well,
yeah, that's
I
actually
don't
a good.
know.
That's a good question. Dad, what do you think on that
I,
aspect?
I couldn't find nothing about it. I researched it. I couldn't find out why they did it that way.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe to make the competition more. I don't know.
I,
Um,
I, I mean that's all I can think about right now. I just think that they're just trying to make the competition the race even harder.
all right.
Or even if I'm looking at, say, like if I'm looking at the race being close, right? And now we're going back to the cameras. But then again, I don't know. Like, if
What?
it's going to make it easier, like going back to the cameras and see who crossed that finish line first. So let's
Uh,
look at let's to ease it way to make it easier. Let's look at chess. Whoever's chess crossed the line first is the winner. I don't know. I really do not know.
well,
And huh?
well, let me ask you a question then.
Okay.
Is Noah Lyles really the fastest man then? Did he really? I mean, according to the Olympic rules and track rules,
Yeah.
he won.
Right.
But did he really win?
Well, I'll
Right?
say this. I'll say this. He's an Olympic champ. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But
you
if
want to
I'm looking
go.
at times, right? If I'm looking at the 100-meter times, like who had the fastest this year, I want to say Kishan ran like a 9.77. Noah
Yeah.
ran like a 9.79, right, this year.
Right. Right.
Um, but if I come across the line first, technically, if I'm in the backyard running, or in the streets in the hood running, and I come across first, whatever body part, I'm the champ. I'm the champ,
Yeah.
right? I know in track
Right.
is different, but so who's really faster? I mean, who's really faster, right?
Noah was faster that day. I mean, ain't that how it goes? Is that?
Yeah. I mean, he was.
But
He
he,
was.
but I
Fast,
mean,
he was faster that day, and if you want to put that title over him, because I know, in the comment section right now that when we post this, I know the comment section are going to be like, well, yeah, Noah Lyles because he has the bigger name. Yes, Noah
yeah,
Lyles
yeah.
is the fastest guy in the world, but if you want to go back on time, you got Keishane Thompson here with that nine. You said 979 or 978. or 977.
977.
977. If you want to go to time, originally he is the fastest guy coming into this 2025 season.
True. Well, Noah got the gold though. He got a gold. Hey,
No one did get the gold.
big ups to Noah. Shouts out to Noah. Kashane Thompson. Like big ups to you guys. I can't do what y'all. The stuff that you guys are doing. You guys are out there representing. You represent track in a good light, but it's just something that Toya, had on her mind, and I didn't know the answer, right? So if y'all could talk about it in the comments, let us know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. Let's try to get our subscribers up so we can keep on bringing this kind of information to you guys. Let us know what you think, and shoot us any other questions y'all want to have us answer for you, and then we'll try to get at it.
I actually have one more question.
Oh,
so
bring it.
I mean, this is kind of like, I guess, the most popular. This is the most recent, but I wonder how frequent does this matter? Are races generally this close for this whole foot crossing, chest crossing, whatever crossing? Is it that big of a deal, or is it because this is a recent event that happened at the Olympics that now is something people are talking about?
What do you want to go? You want to go?
I want to say you're just not that big of a deal, but the races like the Olympics, or any other big races, right, where first place, that money is on the line. I mean, you messing with somebody's money, right? So you come across the line first, but your chest didn't. I mean, you just lost some good coin right there. You messing with people's money. So in the grand scheme of things, maybe it's not as often as we think it does, but on a big scale, on a big event like that, it just brings it all to the front, right? So we don't repeat it, but which you probably will. And, Kashane probably gone about his business. Noah gone about his business. They're probably not thinking about it anymore. Us common men, us fans, we think about it, but, they're probably not thinking about it. It's probably not that big of a deal. But we'd have to talk to them and see.
I was just saying in the sport as a whole. Also, I want to give Fred Curley a shout out. He won the bronze. That when Zay was talking about it earlier, he was the third place winner.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, man. Hey, she love her some Fred Curley. She always talking about Fred Curley. She loves her some Fred Curley.
Hey, shout out Big Fred.
Shout out Curley. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I think just going back to that, I mean, when you hit that pro level, I mean, races are always just like close because I mean everybody's talented coming out of college or just coming out of
Absolutely.
Just coming out of wherever. Everybody's real talented. So you got these close races, and of course, there's a lot to your body. Just going back to the ruling, it's kind of hard to talk about that, and it's kind of like because there's no reason, like even if you do research or anything like that, or even people in the comments, like if you guys know why they do the chest instead of like any type of lens, then comment down below.
Yep.
But there's really just no research that says like why they do it, what's the reason. It's just the regulation for as far as track and field,
Right.
But I definitely think a lot of other people who maybe lost that race because they didn't have their chest in there first. A lot of other people probably get, like you said, going back to the money, will probably get that first place prize, or just even more money in their pockets by them winning by legs or head or arms, you know what I mean? So,
right.
So that's just what I had to say about that whole little situation.
All right, cool. Well, they go. Hey, 2025, they get to run it back. So, Kashane, Noah, let's run it back. 2025. Big ups, y'all. Respect. I'll catch y'all out in the field somewhere. Peace.